and off we go from Lambeau. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
Choose the mic. Check. 42's the mic. It's our time. It's our time.
Bravo.
Mic 42, mic
80 weapons. Go.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They look to throw. It's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Locke now on first down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 5 now. Locke. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Deshaun Hamilton, 47 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The underdog here showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, it's Jones, and he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Next one. 5.
Rodgers now on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Small.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flush to his right. It's caught here by Adams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
He's checking.
26.
Check. Crunch.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Mike 51. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got the connection to the tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Packers. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. They'll try to draw Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, 2. X3. 218. Chop.
Get off the field. Mike 42. Your track.
Deep grip.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. After a 1-point game, 7-6.
Down. And logo.
Check 42's the money. Oh, here we go. Oh.
Hey, Wahoo!
Throwing his lock on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. To throw in his lock. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on down.
Just fight the shit out of me.
I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on fourth and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
First and 10.
Over. Right.
Come off the ball. Watch twins.
Tally. Don't let Tally.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Justin Simmons on the tackle.
That's it,
8
baby.
yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Spell.
At the Broncos'
951.
3-yard line.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good stop, baby. That's a baby stop. Jack.
On second and 2, Rodgers nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
6:30.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. Flushed out right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good. When you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Ready. 18 Gator. You better break. Let's shoot.
From midfield, here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
26.
Rodgers now going to throw again. And able to find Alan Lazard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. On third down, Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Hey, high 7.
45. Mike, 45.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Safe.
On first down, it's Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Watch the ship. Yeah, baby. Boom.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Team 6.
45 to Mike. Check. 45 to Mike.
Second and 5 now. Rodgers, and he finds his tight end, Graham. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the screen. To the 50. Mike 51. It's a party now.
Snap comes at 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
No, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the half, you've given the momentum squarely to your opponent.
Hey, exit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. On third and long, it's Lock. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Lock now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead. Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation. Or go 4 verticals, because why not? Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Big edge. Check 3. Check 52. Watch out.
Check 30.
Switch.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
19. General West. Hey, 88. We need to know.
Time go. 25. Check 25. We need to know.
Again, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Hey, you find over here. Greystone, travel. Back on. Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
80 weapons. Coco, over here. Yeah, Liz.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And Graham's got it. Complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
6-6. Pull it hard.
They'll run on first down. Jones. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Check pass. Check pass. Watch the eye.
Over. 26.
To throw is Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
No game on this defense. No game.
Alert 3. Alert 3.
Rush in.
Hey, watch the hands.
Get 300.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Match box, Mike. 51 inside. Mike 51. All right, T, let's
To throw again on second down. Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Hey, Haywood.
51. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Jump out. Over. Good again.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Todd Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. They'll go again with Lindsey. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll find Lindsey here. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's first and 10 at the 16-yard line. On first and 10, here's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a two-score swing that you just gave up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Clock now on 1st down. This is the tight end Fant. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. They'll run with Lindsey, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness. You've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, 5.
3 bud.
From the 22, Rodgers making the catch is Sternberger. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Hatchet. Check 9, check the 50.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Smooth.
51's the mic.
I got him. Hey, Mike 51.
Watch the run.
Mike 51.
Hey, 88.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Check 26, check 26. Check 4, check 4. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Yeah, live. 150,
Ringer, guys. Fight 51, Mike 51.
Hey, watch the slant.
150.
On third down, here's Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Hey, let's go. Call me first.
Yeah, let's get set.
Right left.
Undercrush. Jam.
Check 3, check 3.
Check.
We are going.
Hey, turn it up.
Shim.
Slant.
On first down, it's Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 42-yard line.
319.
51.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
319.
Now Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Mike 51. Check 31. Out.
Inside.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's coaching spell.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. He's back to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Open man here is Hamilton. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
That one into the hands of Hamilton. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Certainly not receptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So it's all over. A Green Bay quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.